Hey, we are on. Hey, Patrice, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, Mira Bear. How are you?
I am doing just fine, just fine, just fine. Not really sure what I'm going to be doing in tonight's live. Haven't picked my projects exactly yet, but I kind of have an idea. How about you?
Have no clue, but guess what? It's fine.
It's
So good.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. Hey to everyone in the chat. Welcome. If you're new here, I'm Marilyn. My channel is Making with Marilyn, and I like to do what we're going to do tonight. I like to do lasers, sublimation, embroidery, sewing, heat transfer vinyl a little bit. What else? What else? What else? Oh, those are the
Bling.
main things. Bling. I keep forgetting about bling. Keep forgetting about it. And actually, sublimation used to be my first love. I think my first love now might be that embroidery thing over there. Sir.
I think sewing is now your love, 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 love.
Yes. Oh, and I lost my computer camera, so I'll be working on that here in just a minute. But Patrice, tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll start by saying hi to people in the chat.
Oh, hey guys. I'm Patrice, and my channel is Craftable Things, and I like to make a lot of things. Marilyn, thank you for having me on with you tonight.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. I saw Josie do something. I know this is totally off topic. Well, Josie didn't do this, but she called me the other night, like, girl, you need to do this. I saw this. You need to do this with your Yuppie make. You know how she gets when she
Oh,
be
yeah. She has good ideas and passes them along.
yes, and somebody like printed 3D printed onto a mylar balloon,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna just print like try to print a saying on it. So I'm probably gonna do that before we get off. I don't know yet, but
Cool. Yeah, that way you can like totally customize balloons.
yep, yep.
All
But hey,
right.
out there,
So what do you like to do on your channel?
um, be a hot mess.
She likes to do all the things. Plus, she's done UV printing, a little 3D printing, just all the things. All the things, all the things. Whatever, whatever you can get your hands on. All righty. Well, let me say hello to some people in the chat, and then we'll get started. Hey, Cindy, welcome. Let's see. Oh, that's so sweet. Let's surprise Patrice and Marilyn with everyone giving a thumbs up right off the bat. Thank you, Cindy. Hey, Donzel. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Cherry Hunt, welcome. Hey, Robin. Hey, Fern and Cheryl. Hi, Renee. Let's see. Hi, DB. Welcome. And Linda Tolbert, welcome. Renee says she's going to be in the bushes cleaning up the kitchen.
Sounds fun, Renee.
Yeah. I ordered out.
Hey, Rachel.
Hey, Unbiased. Welcome, honey. Hey, Bobby and Miwan Rencher. Hi, Marlise. Welcome. Okay, let's see. Have I said hi to everybody? Maybe. Hi, Nicole. She said, hi, Nomi.
Hey, Nomi.
Hi, Bondi. What, Patrice?
It's Miss Sandra's birthday, Blue Emerald Creations.
Oh, happy birthday. You know what? I have that on my calendar. Let me pull up my calendar. Oh, I have her birthday as May 31st. I wonder if I'm wrong, or if she's just talking about that it's her birthday time.
She said she's getting ready to go on a birthday trip.
Oh, okay.
So the 31st is on Sunday? Monday?
Or Monday. What was it?
Sunday.
31st. Sunday. Sunday. Hey, Kristen. I wonder where she's going. Sounds fun. Hey, Anna Smith. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Marissa and Lynn. Okay, Lynn, is Lynn Lynn and E is your middle initial, or is it Lynne? Because I never know if I type it out, if I get it right. So let me know. Hey, Mary. Hey, Shay Shay. All right. Hey, SB Designs by Sheila. Welcome. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start scrolling. Oh, I see. Sandra says, in the bushes getting ready for her birthday trip. Awesome. All right. I see Evelyn, Geneva. Thank you guys for being here. And there's some birthday wishes. Hey, Stephanie. Welcome. And Brandy. All right. I really am scrolling. Hey, Dorica. If I missed you. Oh, hey, Eve. I hope you're doing well. And Jess. Okay. She says first name includes the E. So it's Lynne. I need to remember that. Oh, she's going to New Orleans. Eve says she's doing what, Patrice?
That's to have fun in the new
world. Yeah. Hey, Valerie. All right. So Patrice and I both put out a video on this new M2. It's xTool's newest diode laser. And so I'm going to remove the machines for now. And so one of the projects that I did in my video was this three-layered sign. And the back layer is just basswood. And then the second layer was this green pre-coated MDF. And then the top layer plus his name is a pre-coated black MDF. And I really love how this turned out. It turned out really nice. Now, the thing with the diode laser is, one thing is they're slow. And so, like, I think it was the green layer, and there's a lot of intricate cuts in there. That green layer took 23 minutes, right at about 23 minutes. I put that in my video because I want people to understand that. But, you know, if you're not in a hurry, and we'll talk about acrylic too. That's the other thing. If you're not in a hurry, this laser did a nice job. It reminds me a lot of the Vista with a little more functionality. Mm-hmm. And so it did a great job. I also made, this was black matte acrylic. So when we talk about diode lasers, acrylic is kind of the biggie. I don't always mind waiting for things, but you can't cut a ton of different acrylics, or there's many acrylics that you can't cut with a diode laser. Now, I saw one lady, she cut in a teaser video, she had cut this translucent. Mm. So I asked her a question about it, and she said, no, it was really jaggedy and all that. In her video that she did, she showed that it really didn't do a good job on it. But we're going to try some acrylics tonight. I may just do little circles to test it out. But the black acrylic earrings that I did, they cut. What?
Sorry, Marilyn. Woo, oh. Girl, I didn't sleep last night, so I'm sorry.
Whoa. Don't you fall asleep during the live?
Anyway, listen, I never come on because I'm always falling asleep on her live. She's gonna ban me soon.
I put her to sleep. And then the functionality that it has that the Vista doesn't is that it actually will print. Now, this is directly on wood. And when you print on wood, first of all, there is a product called, I think it's called Ink Aid. And that will help whether you're printing on acrylic, like acrylic that's kind of beat up and not do that well. But there is an Ink Aid that allows you to print on more things. But we're going to try some printed things tonight too. To me, printing on the wood, you know, it kind of settles down into the veins of the wood or the grains of the wood. And it's a little bit of a vintage look.
Yeah.
So, you know, some people really love printing on the wood. It's not anything that I do all that much. I did see at least one person who stuck sticker paper on their wood, they printed on it and then they cut it. And so you had a much better print, but you have the thickness and the hardiness of wood behind it. But that's very different than printing on wood. It's going to have a totally different look. So then I guess the other thing that I did do, I forgot about this. And I didn't do a huge thing on a tumbler because I didn't want to take a ton of time without knowing if it was going to work well or not. But I did my logo on that. Yeah, and it engraved it very nicely. Now, I didn't use their settings. I used their settings on a scrap tumbler, and I just did like a little half-inch thing. Their settings were excellent, but their settings were going to take 40-some minutes to do this tumbler. So I increased the power and I increased the speed, and it only took 20, maybe 24 minutes or so, which, you know, is still quite a while to wait on a tumbler, but it did a beautiful job of engraving it. So, Patrice, what's your experience been like so far with it?
So far, it's pretty easy to use. I feel like just changing the parts out. The one thing that I hate, I don't know about y'all, but the one thing that I hate interchanging all of the different parts to the machines. Like, I don't like putting on the rotary attachment. I don't like taking it apart. I don't like any of those things. That's for anything, whether it's the laser. I don't even like changing the hoop, the arms on my embroidery machine. Like, just to be honest, like, I don't like to do any of that stuff. So I do feel like it was a lot easier because everything is basically magnetic. You stick it on and you plug it in, the laser head or the print head. So I do feel like that was, you know, for me, that's a bonus. Not that I love doing it, but it's still a bonus. And then it does the side, kind of like the Vista, where it does the engraving on the side, where it does that, like,
so you don't have to have a riser, basically.
yeah. So I mean, that's pretty cool. But everything that I use cut beautifully. It engraved beautifully so far. So I did not experience any issues with it. Now the color, when it prints out, I am gonna try to print out something tonight and use the highest quality. I do feel like color is kind of like not as vibrant as I would want it to be. But then you think about I'm gonna do a shirt, like, because I haven't done a shirt yet, but I want to print directly onto a shirt and see how that goes. And maybe I'll just throw it. Well, I probably shouldn't throw it in the washer right after I do it, but I'll probably wait till tomorrow to throw it in the washer. But I'm thinking that a white shirt would be better to print on than a black, because the other thing that we have to take into consideration is that there is no white underbase to help lift the color off of whatever we're printing on top of. So that could also be, you know, the reason why things look a little muted or not as vibrant, is because there's anything to lift that color up. So
yeah, I'm excited. I think that I will add a little sticker paper to a piece of wood and or I could just do stickers, but I'd like to put a piece of sticker paper on a piece of wood and print on that. So I'll try that. But yeah, you're right. Unlike DTF or UV printing, there's no white. And so you're kind of, whatever's behind it, in this case it's wood, is going to make a difference in how the colors look.
Yeah. Yeah. But all good, all good. And you know what I don't like, and I said it in my video too. If you guys are interested in checking out this, I don't like that there's no honeycomb. But if you are interested in checking out more information about the M2, the xTool M2, or if you're looking to purchase the xTool M2, Marilyn has her link listed below in the description. So make sure that you check it out, especially if you want to know more of the specs. You know, because online they'll tell you like more specific details about it. We'll tell you what we know, but it will have more specific details.
Yeah. The thing I loved about it, just like the P2, it has the dual cameras. So it has a camera, unlike the M1 Ultra that had no cameras. It has the camera that sees the whole bed, and then it has a camera that's right there by the print head, so you can move it and get a really good close picture. That allows you to be pretty darn accurate with the placement of what you're doing. I love that. I was the same way in my video, and I think most people are being this way. These little risers, no, I'm gonna use, well, there's a little, it's not a honeycomb tray, but it's a tray that's in the Vista that I could use in there, or I'll wait until somebody on Amazon is going to come out with an aftermarket honeycomb tray.
Yeah. I don't understand why it's like that. Because what happens is that even with those risers, you still mark up the bottom of the machine. So it's still marked up, and I'm like, after the first thing, like, why? I don't want a marked up machine like that. So it's just, but somebody thought that it wasn't a good idea. We didn't, you know. So.
And I wonder in their production units, if they haven't boxed them yet, because everybody's talking about that, that there's no honeycomb tray, or even those silly prisms is better than what we got.
Yeah.
So. All right. Hey, Manette, I saw you come in. I'm sorry I missed. Let's see. Can it cut? No, it's not going to be able to cut clear acrylic, Lynn. A diode laser, it doesn't matter what power it is, a diode laser is not going to cut clear acrylic. It doesn't matter if you put a coating on it to try to fake it out. When it hits the clear part, it's just going to die out. Yeah. And so a diode laser will not cut clear acrylic.
No. So you guys need to know that, because I know a lot of people will say, well, you can cut acrylic. You can cut some acrylic with diodes. Nothing has changed. We've been cutting acrylic with diode lasers forever, but there are certain acrylics you cannot cut with a diode laser. Clear acrylics that are translucent, that you can, meaning you can like see through it, you're not going to be able to cut those. You want the acrylics that are opaque. Even some lighter acrylics, you're still going to have a hard time cutting through some of those. And what I find is that it's not a smooth cut, as opposed to cutting with the CO2 laser. That acrylic sometimes has like a little rough edge to it. So,
or a melty part. Now the black acrylic earrings are smooth.
Those are beautiful.
They are smooth. They cut really smooth. It's a matte black acrylic. But we're going to try. I'm going to try literally just small circles tonight in various acrylics so we can see what's what. I'm going to engrave on a little leatherette, fake leather. I don't know if it's fake leather or not, but a keychain. I'm going to print on, I don't know if it's fake or not. That kind of feels real. I'm going to print on some white sticker paper that's on a piece of wood. I don't know where we'll go, but we're going to do a few things tonight and just kind of test out the waters.
I'm going to switch to the, well, if I can switch to the other camera. I'm going to take this one off, the frontal off, so that way. Okay. Because I look a mess back here. Like,
oh,
looks a mess, but it's fine.
Okay, so I'm going to pull up the software.
That's what I was going to see if you want to show the software. Okay.
Yeah, I'll show the software. Let me. I don't know why I have so many issues with the camera that's attached to this. I'm going to have to go out and come back in this one. You'll still see me up there. So hopefully the camera doesn't go out while we're in the middle of this, but it could. Yeah, a little bit of everything, Kristen. Okay, so let's see. Okay, let me go ahead and, yeah, she's going to come back in on another camera. Let me figure out where my software is. Okay, there it is. And then I'm going to get the live up on my phone so that I'll be able to see my notes, or not my notes. I'll be able to see the comments. Looks like a craft room, but I know it's just a craft room. It's a well-used craft room. So let me pull up the live here. Maybe. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Hey, Elba. Marilyn, is it faster than the Vista? So my Vista is 10 watts and this is 10 watts. It's going to be close to the very same as the Vista. Now this one currently, there is an option instead of getting the 10 watt, you can skip over the 10 watt and get a 20 watt. That would be faster. Now, even though 20 watt is twice as much as 10, it doesn't mean that your power and your speed is going to double. So it's not quite linear like that, if that's the right word, I'm not sure. And then down the road, there's the potential. For an even.
Is there an echo?
I don't think so now. Well, maybe a little bit. It's not bad.
Tell me if somebody complains about an echo.
Okay.
Tell me.
Let's see. Mylene says, Marilyn, I went to my craft room today, and the echo stopped, Patrice. Went to my craft room today with my daughter to rearrange and throw things out. We both looked at the closet and said, we're good. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Hi, Tracy. All right, let's see what happens now if I share my screen. And also just realize that I only learned the software well enough to get through the projects and the video. So I'm not expert at it yet by any means. So, you know, we might be learning together. Okay, so here's the software back here. And you can see what people are talking about with the bottom of it getting messed up. That's what it looks like. Now, one lady said she put like aluminum foil Reynolds wrap down under her risers. One person said get a piece of the thin scrap metal, so sheet metal, I'm sorry, at like a Home Depot or Lowe's and just put that on the base plate if you want to keep your base plate clean. And what is so weird is I'm a little OCD, but for some reason, this just doesn't bother me. I figure I can always take it out and spray paint it black again, but I do understand because I have my own issues. I understand why this would bother people. Okay, so let me remember. Let's just go ahead and let me put this in the machine.
You know what they didn't send with this, Mary Bear?
What's that?
One of the little levels.
I know it, but Patrice,
Huh?
you've got to get, I know you probably have 3 or 4 of them.
But
this one here, look, it's magnet on the bottom. It does not slide off your tumbler. I got 2 of them. It was like $4.55 for 2 of them. So
where, Amazon?
Yeah, and I have them linked under today's video because I took the same links from my video and put them in here. I love this. I was a little disappointed we didn't get any. And then when I saw these with the magnet, 2 of them for $4.55 maybe, I was like, okay, I can handle that. Although I still think 1 should be included.
They should. But it's fine. I'm gonna those. I have some. I just don't. Oh, you know, I don't know where anything is at.
I couldn't find mine the other day either, and I was like going through all the different laser things, and I finally found one. But I wanted to have some spares because it's kind of hard to find. Kind of like eyeglasses, you can't always find them when you're looking for them. Mhm. Hey, Faye. All right, so here you can see the bed of the laser. And like I said, I just learned this software well enough to get through my video, quite honestly. This is called xTool Studio. You can see that. I had never used it before. I've always used, if you can see down here, I don't know if you can see that or not. I've always used xTool Creative Space, but I have now gone to xTool Studio, and I think that's what Patrice uses, is xTool Studio as well. It's just a more up-to-date version of xTool software. And so I see a little T over here, and that's going to mean text. So let's click on it. And I don't typically design in laser software. I just bring something over from Silhouette, but we're just going to do it right here. And let's see. It looks like, let me see if I find Bastion. Oh, there's Buttercup. I learned about this one from Unbiased. Okay, I don't like all caps like that. So let's go in here. I'm going to double click on it. That's probably how you, yep. And I'm going to put my name. And then let me click off of it and back on it so I can make it smaller. I'm just going to kind of use the leatherette thing as my guide. Now, how can I change that? Oh, I know how I can change it. Okay, so over here, output is on. Let's say I had 5 things on there and I only wanted to do 4 of them. You would click the output off for this item, but I want the output on. And then instead of scoring it, where you just see lines around it, I want to engrave this. So I click on engrave. There we go, and it fills it in. Now, if it's like the other xTool that I use, there is somewhere here where you can change the color of this. I don't really know where that is yet. Let's see what's under more. Nope. Oh, look there, offset and weld. Offset, that'll be handy when you're doing stickers. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this smaller. I don't want anything to go off of the keychain. And that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. But let me figure out how to do the close view camera. Let me figure that out here in just a minute. Okay, so here's the things we need to go through. I'm lasering on a flat surface. Here's the other options in a jig. So I have used jigs before. If you're printing, if you're using the multi-module processing, which would be like print then cut. Yes, Kristen, I love it so much better on the computer. Here's if you want to use your rotary. Okay, if you have curved material, it'll take measurements of all the different areas of that curved material so that it engraves well. Oh, batch processing, let's say you're doing 10 of the same thing and you don't want to have to line each one up and you don't want to have to type it over and over. You can use batch processing. Okay, then if you're doing different things within batch processing, you use this. And then they also have a screen print machine, so that's what this would be. But we're going to say we are lasering on a flat surface. Okay, now let's pick our material. So we went from here right down to here. So I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to search for leather and see what I get. Okay, now I have no idea if this is cowhide leather or if it's fake leather. I really have no idea. I have a second one. Let me smell it. Smelling it might help. I just have to figure out what I did with it. Oh, there's it. There it is. Oh, I'm also going to print on the top of a box lid tonight. Hi, Layla Freeman. Welcome. Well, that doesn't, well, it marks like real leather. The back of it kind of feels like real, it really does feel like leather, but it doesn't smell so much like leather. Let's just try leather. What the heck? We'll say, well, let's look at the differences. Let's say deep brown fake leather. And there's my settings that it picked for me, 30 and 250. Let's go pick real leather and see if it changes. Okay, if we pick the real leather, it's 20 and 250. So what that tells me is the real leather engraves more easily and you don't need as much power. Let's start with the lower power because we can always etch over, or we can always engrave over it a second time if we need to. So let's go ahead and treat that as real leather. And then close-up photography, I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to move right over this. That's where I want them to give me a really good close picture. So I'll click on it. And could you guys see that camera move? I don't know if you could or not. Okay. Let's move it down just a tiny bit. I still feel like it's maybe a little too big. Move it down just a little bit. Okay, that looks good. Now framing. Let's see. Oh, I'd have to be over there watching. Now here's the deal: is it really didn't frame all the way around it? I don't think. Let me go look. Yeah, I think I have a bug in my program because Patrice, when you frame something, did it go all the way around it?
Would like all the way around the tumbler?
The design, yeah, like when you framed your tumbler, it went all the way around and showed you exactly where it would do it, right?
Yeah. See, it's gonna.
I saw that because you used some extension things on your tumbler, which was smart. So you got further out. My framing isn't working right, so I'm going to have to get a hold of them and ask them, what am I doing wrong? All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and say process. We're processing this at 20% power and a speed of 250 somethings per second, millimeters per second. So I'll click on process. And then, yes, I have the 10 watt in, so I'm good there. It's reminding me about smoke. I will turn on my air purifier, but for now I can say start because it's not truly going to start until I push the button on the front. So I'll turn my purifier on and I'll go ahead and start it, and then I'll probably put Patrice up so she can talk.
I'm trying to change my.
Oh, because you guys can't see it. Fuck on it.
Oh my goodness. Too much of my time. And I know it's because
Oh, I think it blew it.
what blew what?
It's, hold on. It blew. I should have secured it down. It blew it to the side.
Gotta do tape with this stuff.
All right, well, the engraving's gonna look nice. I'll just redo it on this side first. It's already kind of ruined, so I'll redo it on this side first, and I'll have the other side. So if you put anything on that base plate, tape it down. All right, let's see.
I'm gonna I kind of don't. I think that in grade, like the one thing, like I love the outcome of tumblers, but I just don't like the amount of time that it takes to do that.
Yes.
Like that's the part that. So I'm about to try to do this like really fast. So I did this one, and this one actually fell. Like I didn't have it gripped tight enough, so I have like a few test tumblers. Look at my little Hello Kitty. This is an old test one. I'm gonna use this one to test it since I was gonna do right anyway. But that's what I don't like. Like it looks good, right? But I'm just not a person who likes to wait a long time for.
Yeah. Yeah, it does take a long time for tumblers.
It looks good, but and remember, like when you're doing this, like you need to always be. It's one thing if you could just sit this on your machine and go and do something else. I don't think I would have a problem with that. But the fact that you cannot leave these um, machines alone. Like you need to be, in close proximity to your machines. So I'm just gonna do one little heart on here because nobody has time for that guy. Not me. Let me see if I can see the chat. Sorry, I could not even see the chat.
Let's see. I'm getting this thing started back up again. How about stretching it horizontally? I could do that. That's a good idea, Cindy. Let's see. Let me do that. Okay, so I have to, and I know you guys can't see me, but I have to unlock the aspect ratio to do that. So there I just dragged it longer. And I'm going to go ahead and etch it on this side where I have the boo-boo. And if I stretch it too much, it kind of looks weird. But okay, I have it where I'm going to do it. This time I taped it down. I secured it down. Okay, staying put. That's a good thing. Hey, Robin S. Now, I can't remember. I think I ended up using the genuine leather setting here, which was 20% power and 250 speed. My camera went out. Why does my camera go out like that all the time? Yes, Donzel, very big technical difficulties. Now this is considered a class 1 laser where it's enclosed and you have your safety cover. I still don't look just directly at it. I'll glance at it, but I'm not going to stand there and watch it. And that engraved beautifully. Other than the fact that I have where it slid off the base plate, it slid off where it was supposed to be. Other than that, this is beautiful. Looks really, really good. I like it. All right, let me rub it. Looks good. Looks good. Okay, so that's the leather. Cannoli meowing at the computer, wanting to know why no one's. Hey, cannoli. Cannoli. Oh, okay. So now I want to start trying. I want to print on this lid first or start acrylic. Let's go ahead and start some acrylic. Now, here's a translucent acrylic. This is the one that the one lady cut. And it actually did cut, but it was rough, rough, rough. Now, is there a coating on this that comes off, or is that the yellow? All right, while I figure that out, I'm going to try a different one. All right, so we can see Patrice's Hello Kitty in there going to town.
I'm gonna let me find a shirt or a piece of fabric. Maybe I'm trying to find a piece of fabric.
So they sent us white acrylic with this, and so I'm assuming it should cut white acrylic if it came with it. We're going to find out. And so that I don't waste much acrylic if it doesn't work, I'm just going to cut a circle so we can all see together if it works. Oh, I need my little risers. Patrice, did you have any of your risers get bumped?
Did I have any of them get bumped? What do you mean? For the wood?
Yeah, so when I was printing, instead of having the wood on top of the risers, I had it, in between the two pieces. And the print module, because the print module sits so close to what you're printing on, it slid it off.
Oh, no, I didn't have that happen. I did the auto measure on
Yeah.
it. Did you auto measure it?
I did, but because it was measuring the material instead of where the riser was, it bumped into the riser.
Oh. That's an issue because you.
Okay, so let's go back. Let me share my screen again. And then let's bring up the software again. Here's what you see after something is completed. If I didn't think it was etched deep enough or engraved deep enough, I could say process again. It turned out great. It took 1 minute and 20 seconds. And then I'll say finished. And so how do I refresh? How do I refresh? How do I refresh? Not there. Not there. Well, let's bring in something else. Okay, let's just start over here. Lasering on flat surface. And this time I'm using acrylic. Whoops, not S-acrylic. I'm used to using the other xTool software, and so I haven't learned where everything is yet. Okay, this is, I would consider this white acrylic. Let's see if there's a white acrylic. Pearl white, white to black. Nope, it's just plain old white. Here we go, 1/8 inch white acrylic. And then I'll say apply. And it tells you to remove those protective coatings, which where I'm going to cut, it's removed. Boy, I wish I knew how to refresh. Well, let's just use this. And okay. Got my image captured, but it's in the wrong place.
I didn't do good.
Okay, I'm getting to the right area. But there should just be a basic refresh. I'm sure there is. There is in the other software. I just don't know where it is yet. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a really small circle to see if this will actually cut. Well, it's more like an oval, but that's okay. If I want it to be a circle, I can unlock it, and then I can change it to 0.7, and then 0.7, and we're good to go. Let's move that up, though, because there's no reason to waste. And I don't want to square, I want to cut it. So that can't be right. That is not right. There's no way you can cut acrylic with a power of 1 and a speed of 20.
No. So I was trying to speed up my engrave,
Uh-huh.
but I sped it up too much. So it didn't go all the way down to the, see, it's supposed to get to the iridescent coating or the iridescent part.
I'm gonna figure out how to make you big. Let me stop sharing.
I'm gonna redo it because I didn't go deep enough. So when you speed up the engrave, like I sped it up to the max, that's where you don't get that deep engrave. You can't speed it up too much.
Yep. So I think the default was, for me, it was a power of 50, speed of 100.
Yeah.
And I went to a power of 75 and a speed of 200.
The power 75? Okay. I'm going to test it out.
I wonder, how fast will it go?
400.
Oh, wow.
And you know me. You know that's what I put it to.
Did you put the power at 100?
No, to 400.
I mean, the power?
Oh, no. I put the power to 75, I think.
Okay.
But you can't do that. You can't, I gotta just go for it.
Yeah. I know. Okay.
I can't find my mouse.
Okay, so now I picked a white acrylic. This is white to black. And these are materials that can be used in all their machines. So including their P2, their P3, which are CO2 lasers. So this gave me a power of 90% and a speed of 3. So we're going to see if it really does cut through it. And if it does it look okay? Oh, Renee said Cannoli's ears went up.
It couldn't know.
Cannoli. All right, so just to do this one little circle is 41 seconds.
But it makes the heart like a little bit smaller. Listen, for a small heart, like even at those settings, it's 10 minutes.
Yeah, and it did not cut through.
No.
It did not cut through, and I really didn't expect it to. Let's go with a dark opaque. Let's see. Let's try orange. And also, it uses a blue light, and so it's not going to do blue acrylic.
For those of you who do lasers, tumblers, do you use like one of the magic cleaners? Like to clean it? I usually use these to clean my tumbler.
I do too, yeah. I use Awesome first, and then I use a magic eraser with water.
Yeah, that works wonders.
Yes. Okay, let's see.
Person, that's my philosophy. If a machine can go at a high speed, why not?
All right, 1/8 inch orange acrylic. Okay, it says it's going to use 100% power and a speed of 2.
So the size of this bed is what, like a 16? Or what?
What'd you say, Patrice?
The size of the bed is what, a 16 by 12 or 12 by 16?
I'm not sure. I'll measure here a little bit. Hey, Rob, Connecticut, welcome. So, Kristen, you jumped up the speed. Was it good or was it bad? Hey, Marlene.
So it's 0.7. 12 inches high.
Okay, it did cut that out.
Cut it out?
Yep, it cut it out.
We need to see you a little bit bigger.
Okay, I gotta figure out where my StreamYard is. There it is. My stupid camera here.
Marilyn, stop being so harsh on your camera.
My camera is a disappointment. Okay. There it is. And let me show you the sides. The sides are a little bit rough, and that's that's kind of how it goes with diode lasers.
Yeah.
Now, oops. Yeah, it's just a little bit rough. Now, I don't see any melty, but it's a little bit rough on the side. The black acrylic that I did the earrings in, beautiful. So if you don't mind mainly using black or other extremely dark colors, you can get some beautiful cuts. But just know that if acrylic is a major priority for you or a priority at all, a diode laser is not going to do a great job. And there's going to be people that show it, but they may not show the details. And you just kind of have to be leery, because you also have people that get on and talk about this and that and that, and oh, I love it, and it's a game changer, and blah, 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 blah. And I think Patrice and I would rather educate versus just try to influence.
Instead of trying to sensationalize.
Yes, instead of trying to sensationalize. Hey, Joyce. Oh, it did, Kristen. Good. Hey, Visionary Creations. We're just kind of playing around, practicing, or testing out materials. We're not making anything, so to speak, but just kind of testing the waters out. All right, let's go ahead and try to print something on the sticker paper on wood. So you guys already saw on wood, that's what it looks like. It's a little bit muted. Your ink is going to settle into the grains of the wood a little bit. So it's not going to be a perfect print. Yes, it's like wood stuff with your Cricut, exactly. All right, so here is, there's no sticker paper in this. Where's the sticker paper from this? There's none in there, but I do have another thing of matte sticker paper, so let's go ahead and use it. I'm getting rid of that.
So that looks like a better green. Let me grab my little awesome spray. And then I'll show you guys the difference. I'm putting a little bit of awesome spray on here. Definitely get you awesome spray, Mr. Clean, white. I have to take the kitchen. I don't even think that one got deep enough. It did a little something, but not enough maybe. I'll be back, Marilyn. I'm going to take this to see if I can get this sit off.
Okay. All righty. Okay, so maybe while she's gone, I'm going to show you how you change out the modules. It's super, super easy. Let's go ahead and switch this over here. I just have to be able to find, there they are, the rest of the stuff. Now, this is the print module, and I did just put some moisturizer in this yesterday. You get moisturizer with it, and it said be sure and don't put too much because you can cause then your inks to run and stuff. And I haven't tested it since then, but here's the base of it, and you can just put the moisturizer, or you can put distilled water or purified water, a few drops down in that little part right there. There's a spongy thing in there, and this is how you store it, and that keeps the ink from drying out. I did look, and the ink cartridge was like $34, which I was surprised. I thought it would be more than that. But let's make that big. And I don't know if you'll be able to hear me, but basically I'm going to unplug half of, I don't know if you can see that circling it. Nope. I'm going to unplug half of the cord that goes from the machine to the cut module, the laser module. I'm going to take it off. It just magnetizes on, put this on, and then plug it back in. And it's super, super easy. So hopefully you can, I don't know if you see me or if you see, there, that did it. Okay. And then I have those risers in there. Let's take those out. And then I'm just going to put some sticker paper down in a corner. Let's use a scrap piece of wood, not a brand new piece of wood. Okay, I have a piece of wood that I cut my keychains out of. I think I cut them out from the other side because they were that way. But I'm going to put this in. And let's see. Did it come off, Patrice?
Well, some of it did, but that's the difference between settings. So this was a fast engrave, and this is a slow engrave. So the slow engrave is what's going to give you like your colors like that. Like this was a super slow engrave. But this is a fast engrave, and this is a slow engrave. So I probably should have toned down that power. I think I did 75, probably a little bit less. But you see the difference in when you go fast and a little bit slower. So
what color should the base of that tumbler be?
this part right here, so the color kind of goes from like, you see how the top, so usually that's the color all the way down. So it should be like maybe like a purple yellow, because that's where the purple and the yellow meet.
Okay.
So I can see the purple a little bit, but probably need to do a little bit more. Maybe go a little bit slower, but it's fun just so that you guys can kind of see an idea. I'm printing on a piece of felt now. So with this machine, you use tape to lay your fabric or paper flat. So I'm just putting a little bit of tape. Do you like the thin tape that comes with it?
It's okay. Yeah, to me it just feels like painter's tape, but thinner, and it's like white or cream.
Yeah. I like the thin tape like that. But I'm just going to tape all of this down. Now, maybe I could use magnets, right? But I'm a little bit worried about the magnets like bumping.
Yeah.
The laser head. And then I remove, so these are the two pieces. So you would use this for when you're doing tumblers. So you, like, this is the laser head. And then it sits like that on there. So, who knows? I'm going to put another piece of tape here. And I'm just printing on this to see how it looks. I don't know how this is going to print on fabric. I haven't printed on fabric like this. My printing on fabric usually consists of sublimation.
Yeah. It'll be interesting.
Yep. All right, let's see. Let's do something. Download. I'm downloading a little bit of this flower pattern. Finish. I'm probably not going to do the tumbler again tonight, but maybe another night we can do it.
Sounds good.
Because you know tumblers take a while, so maybe we can do tumblers and maybe bling or tumblers and something else while it's
no, that's a great idea.
It just takes so long. Oh, I gotta put in the ink first. So this is like print and cut. You generally print first and then cut second. This is the color. You already showed this, Marilyn? You already showed the color module?
Yeah, but go ahead because I didn't show it real close.
Yeah, this is the color module. This is the like waste pad or ink pad. And then you have your ink tank inside. Okay. So it's really cool because you see that magnet, it drops off. Like it's gonna drop that down, and you want to keep it covered. So if you get one of these, you want to always make sure you have this on the bottom when you're not using your print module. Where's my other piece? All right. Here, what did I do with it? That's what I found, Marilyn.
What'd you find?
I found my exhaust pipe, girl.
Oh,
My
good.
exhaust pipe. This was fancy.
Yeah, it's nice. It has this rubbery stuff that kind of keeps it real tight.
Yeah. Girl, where did I put this thing? Oh, here it is. All right, so you have to like move. Now, the one thing that I can say that I'm not that thrilled about, like, why wouldn't they send us a magnetic Allen wrench? Like, it needs to be magnetic.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice.
Because this is already very tight right here to be trying to move the screw. Like, come on, guys.
So, did you take yours out and you're putting it back in?
Yeah, I didn't have it in.
Oh, okay.
I was using the tumbler, the rotary.
Right.
So let's put this here. There's like a little like that little part, and you just stick it in.
So I just left mine in.
I know. You don't even need to take it out. I don't know why I took it out. You don't need to. Because, matter of fact, it should come with it already on here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. Because it is kind of tight. With the machine off, you could always move your laser head over, but. So that is the docking station for your ink pad. Right, so then you just put it on. It snaps right on. And then this contraption here, we're just going to take it and we're going to plug it in. Right there. Okay? That's it. And like Marilyn said, if you just keep that on there, you don't even have to do that part. You just take this off, put it back on. And now we're going to get ready to print onto this. That's a piece of felt. So let me go back. I need to change. Let's do a multi-module. Let's see how it cuts the felt. I need to cut some fabric for this weekend for Shaysha and I's project. So, I need to turn it back on. So I need to be using a laser to do that.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about trying to cut fabric on this one. Now I did have somebody ask me if this would cut the rhinestone templates if you're using glitter cardstock. I'm sure it would.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to design in this. I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm going to jump into silhouette real quick.
Okay. So the camera is taking a picture of the bed right now. Let me see. see. I don't even see the picture. Let me see. Disconnect.
Yeah, I haven't figured out how to do refresh. So I just turned off my machine and turned it back on, and that kind of reset it.
Yeah.
But I need to figure that out.
I just had that problem. I wasn't able to do it. So I had to just disconnect it from in the software and then reconnect it.
Uh-huh.
I don't think we should have to do that. So guys, so the model that we're working with, like these are like their prototype models, like the first batches. So I want you guys to know like some of the things maybe a little bit different. Let me import.
Yeah, and it's nice because you'll let them know what did, what didn't work. Like my framing didn't work correctly, but Patrice's did. And then, you know, they take that into consideration and figure out what they need to do to get it to where it needs to be ready for production.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna see. Now the one thing I don't know, like I want to wash a piece of this just to see how it washes. But like with anything else, I don't want to throw this in the washer right away. You know, I want to give it some time to cook. I do want to see how that's gonna go. I'm gonna print out a nice size.
Okay, so I'm printing. Let me see if I can get my camera back on and show it. So you can see it's not a, you know, it's not a speedy printer, but it is done already. Let's see. So now I'm going to go ahead and put my laser module back on so I can cut that out. I just have to find it. There it is. And I don't know if my head and my face are in the way, but I'm trying to stay out of the way.
I don't even know what the cut settings for felt could be.
I wonder if they have it built into the program since, you know, I think a lot of people actually did use it.
They do. I usually use it with the P2, but there's a power of 1.
Mm.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's what happened with mine. So it's really not programmed in.
No. But I don't know if that could be because it's not actually live. Now, if you're like starting with laser cutting, you can actually type in like for like AI or Google to help you. I'm gonna go with like a 30% power.
So I wonder if you click on a different color of felt, if it'll have it.
Maybe. But we're gonna see what this looks like.
Okay.
But it might, because I did white. But I'm gonna go with like a 100% concentration. So you can adjust the color output.
Oh, you can't cover over those circles on the outside either, which I just did, so it wouldn't read it correctly.
Yeah. I can get a. So with the camera, you don't really have to do any framing because the camera, as long as you calibrate. How did you feel about the calibration test?
So all I did on mine was just print a bunch of circles, and then there was another thing I had to do. I can't remember what it was. It seemed fairly easy. How did you feel about it?
I mean, it was okay.
Yeah.
It was all right. I mean,
Okay.
so this is gonna take about 2 minutes.
Now I'm trying to remember where we go to measure. Like before, it just kind of popped up for me very easily.
So y'all see how it goes and picks it up? It drops it down and it picks it up. Like when it's not being used, it picks it back up. When it's using it, drops it, and then it goes over to print. See, this is on the felt. And that's at 100% concentration. All right, so now it's time for us to take this off. And then we're just going to stick this on. This is the laser cutter. And then on the machine, you just click next.
Open the light.
I'm going to click start. That don't look like that did. That don't look like that cut.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it don't look like it cut. If you don't move it, you can process it again. Let's see.
Oh no!
What happened?
What did I just do?
I'm going to process it one more time. We're going to do 3 times. So I probably should have had more. I did 30. I should have maybe had more. What did you think?
Oh no!
What happened?
I had it set to engrave instead of cut. So it, instead of cutting around, it just marked all through it.
All right.
Man.
But it This did not cut.
Yep, I have it on engraved.
It's okay. You know that happens sometimes.
I know. But I don't like it.
No.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and cut around it anyway. Why you do it? Okay. Let's get rid of the engrave.
You don't even look like it cut nothing.
Cut.
It doesn't look like it's cut at all. That didn't cut good. Let's change the power, guys. We're gonna go all the way up to 80 now. I got my. So you always want to make sure you have a or this. Comes in handy.
So now, even though I engraved on top of, okay, Mylene, now, even though I engraved on part of my thing, I went ahead and, hopefully that cut. Oh my gosh. That didn't cut. We're having a real time tonight, Patrice.
We are. It cut, but you know what? I can't take this no more. Let me show you guys.
Yeah, mine cut, but it didn't cut through.
Yeah, I didn't cut through.
And I didn't have it in the right place.
And I don't overly love the color. So let me show you guys the color. So this is what that color looks like on the felt. Definitely, you guys can. I don't know if you guys can see the cut, but it didn't cut all the way through. So I'm pretty sure I needed more. So this is thicker. Probably that's the thing. It's thicker than what I told it that it was. But the color isn't all that vibrant. But you can print, depending on what you're going to be doing. I wouldn't necessarily, go to print some fabric and want to, go with it.
Okay, well,
Huh?
Okay, and that's the felt?
That's felt.
Yeah, and felt is so thick and porosy. I wouldn't see it printing great on it.
No.
Although I saw some people that did it, and
On felt?
Yes. Okay, I cut in the wrong place. I also tried to engrave, but there's the color. So on the sticker paper that I put on the wood, see, that's on wood. The color looks great. It's really pretty.
That looks good.
I just need to learn how to use the machine to get everything right.
That looks
But it looks really good on there.
It does.
Okay, what else did I say I was going to try? Oh, I was going to print on this lid. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. That's the last thing I'm going to do. So I have this picture box. It's been sitting around forever. It has a lid. And the lid should be less than 1 inch tall. Yeah, Mylene, it does look like a half moon on there. because you can't fit anything over an inch off of the base plate in there. So this is definitely under 2 inches. So I don't know, I need to figure out something I'm going to write on it. But let me get that print module back on. But you can see doing these, swapping out these modules is extremely, extremely easy. Alrighty. So
Did you use a matte sticker mirror or a gloss?
I use the matte, yeah, because I have a glossy sticker container here and there was nothing in it. I don't know why I kept it. But yeah, I used matte. And the color's really very pretty on it. I mean, it's as pretty as printing out of a printer.
Nice. Yeah. This is not, this felt is maybe too thick. I need to play around with settings.
Oops, where's my... Okay, so it told me I needed to do something. I'm just going to close it out till I learn how to actually use it and open it back up. And I'll say new project. And then, wow, is that going to fit? That is close. I better tape something down. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Now, I have engraved on these little boxes that you can get at the Dollar Tree store before. They're great for little wedding things if you want to put, say, a gift card in them. I've engraved on those. I've never printed on one. And this is, I don't know if that's going to work. That feels like it's touching it. Oh, is it on that? Boy. Well, what the heck. Let's try it.
Go for it, girl.
It might just move it out of the way, but we'll try it. Okay, so we're going to say that we are inkjet printing. And
You know what I don't like? Not that I don't like, but in the software, you can't really, like, batch place items on the screen. You got to place it in one by one by one by one.
Oh, I know. I was also going to try to cut some little bitty circles out of glitter cardstock. All right, let's just say it's not really corrugated cardboard. Let's just call it yellow. And then this would be like, you're putting pictures in it. Oh, I need to bring in something that's actually ready to print though. Okay, well, okay, I'm just going to print that same thing on this. We'll see what it looks like on this. Now, I don't know why. I'm kind of learning on the fly because I didn't know you could crop in here like this, but apparently you can. There we go. But I really need to learn how to refresh the whole page instead of doing this close-up photo. Okay, that's too close to my tape. Matter of fact, it's so tight, it rolled my tape back. So I don't really expect this to turn out great. Okay, just doing a little bitty picture in there. Now it comes in, you can see this concentration 60%. That is what the default is set to. Let's do one. Okay, let's do one right here at 60%. And then we can do another one at 100%, and we'll see if there's a major difference. Okay, so I am on inkjet printing, and hopefully this fits over this cardboard. So it just took the bottom cap off. Yeah, it fits over it. And I see it printing.
It's printing. Let me see.
Mm-hmm. Let me stop sharing so we can see it a little better.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's printing away. This is going to be at 60%. I'm going to go ahead and bump up that concentration to 100% after this.
I did this one at 60.
Let's check yours out.
I did 60% on glossy.
And is this glossy sticker paper?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, mine's done. It took less time than I thought it would take. And then it put the bottom cap back on. So now I'm just going to move it down, change concentration to 100%, and we'll process that again.
Hey, Dempsey Boo. Hey, Crystal. Kristen, Bonnet Creations by Lee.
Oh, hey!
Corner Qualities. Hey, y'all. I'm sorry I'm not looking at the chat. Y'all know. I had a long day. We had graduation today.
Oh, wow.
Oh, why did it only print one thing? That's weird. Like, it literally only printed one thing.
Uh-oh. It looks like it did a nice job on the one it printed.
Yeah, but... Oh, that color looks really good, but why did it only... have to, I don't know why. So
Hey, Crystal. Hey, Rosetta.
if I have it connected only to that. On the glossy, this color is spot on. Like it's beautiful.
Okay, mine's done too. You know, the 100% is definitely darker. I can see though where there would be certain times when the 60% would be fine. I almost prefer the 60% on this one because, you know, the brown is already dark enough. They both look fine, but they're not going to look like they looked on the white stuff. Okay, let me.
It's like it's engraving. Oh, Marilyn.
Is yours going to engrave too, like I did on mine?
But when you went to print it,
Yes.
yes. Like why?
Yeah.
Why?
See, it engraved her head off. But that is very, very pretty. That's a really nice print. This is on matte sticker paper, and it's stuck on wood. For anybody that wasn't here earlier, this is on regular basswood. So it's not as vibrant, and it does settle down into the grains of the wood. Now, this is on a brown cardboard. And that was the 60%, and that's the 100%. And I feel like I like the 60% better on this darker cardboard.
Oh really?
Uh-huh. Yeah. But that is pretty cool. You know, when I got the M1 Ultra, I did the review video, and I don't think I ever showed it again. I think the print capability of it was a little bit clunky. So it would decap and recap in the bottom right, and then it had to go back over your material, and mine would shift my material. And I showed that in my video. I really like how they add the capping and uncapping station up at the top left where you don't have that issue. But yeah, that looks cute. All right, so I think the last thing I'm going to try is just to do some little bitty circles in glitter cardstock, like what I would use if I were using a laser to cut a rhinestone template out of glitter cardstock. Because somebody did ask me if it would do that. So now I have to find my glitter cardstock.
Y'all, so the color on the glossy sticker paper is perfect. Like just looking at it from here, now I love this. Wow. It's a big difference from printing on the wood than printing on like this white glossy sticker paper.
Uh-huh.
Huge difference.
Yeah, that's why I guess I'm glad I saw that video. I did not think of this kind of workaround, putting the sticker paper on the wood. I saw somebody else do it. But if you want to have something that's thick and it's wood and it's going to hold up, you know, like wood, like wood will, putting the sticker paper on it, it's great workaround.
Yeah, because it gives it that white base.
Yes.
I kind of like the glossy even more than I like the matte.
Yeah, I think I would like the glossy more also. I just don't have any.
And honestly, the printing doesn't even take long.
No, it didn't. I was surprised. Hey, do you have what you made your card where you engraved on black cardstock?
Yeah, let me find it.
In your room? I thought that was really, really cute. No, Eve, this is regular inkjet ink. And I was very surprised that the cartridge to replace it was only $34. I honestly thought it'd be more than that.
See, this is
Yeah.
what I did.
Yes. I think that's pretty cool.
But this, I mean, for this to have been cut with a laser and not a blade, that's really nice. You see those details?
Yeah.
Look how thin. Do y'all see, like, even right here? Look at that.
Oh my, yeah.
That's really good.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to make some little 0.130 inch circles. Not a whole lot, just a few of them. Real quick and try that out. Look at all those cute little stickers. Well, you figured it out, didn't you?
Yep. So, okay, so the one thing is that when you put in a PNG, you cannot print an SVG with this. It has to be a PNG. But when you pull in the PNG, just know that you can cut a PNG, like you can cut it, engrave a PNG. So you have to change it to the printer module, because the default is engraving it. So
that's probably why that did it to me.
yeah, the default is engraving. So it's fine. And this is the 10-watt. Y'all, I don't know if you guys can see that color, but that color looks really good. All right, it's gonna cut now. I still didn't do my thing that I wanted to do. Start. Let me see. While it's cutting, I'm gonna make something else. What's that called?
So they do have blue glitter cardstock in here as a setting, so I'm just going to use it. See what happens.
I don't know if that did good.
On cutting?
Yeah. Because sometimes I guess I might need to change the setting for cutting the glossy. It cut the matte fine, but I don't think that did the glossy good. But we'll see when it's done.
All righty. Got a whole bunch of circles on here. Hey, Demps, are you still on here? If you are you coming on in the morning? Okay. So let's see. Cut. So I have it set for lasering on a flat surface, blue glitter cardstock, and cut. So it says it's going to use a power of 27% and a speed of 7. So if I were testing this over and over, I would probably increase that power quite a bit and increase the speed. Please close. Okay, I did. Oh, I still have the print module on. It's so smart. It told me install the laser head. Okay.
I'm gonna have to and move it, right?
Let's see. Why does I think my lid's open?
Oh, it kind of did. Okay, it kind of did a kiss cut. It didn't cut it all the way through. Looks like. This part right here didn't cut good though. Most of it cut good, but then there's like a piece right here that didn't. Look at the color. So I just want to play around with the settings a little bit. It did a kiss cut. It didn't cut all the way through with the settings that I used, but there was a little piece right here that stayed behind. But that color looks so. Y'all look at that color.
Yeah, the color's really good.
It came out good. But it did a kiss cut.
So did you bring in a sticker file that already had the offset around it, or did you add an offset? What did you do?
So I added an offset, a 0 offset. So these sticker images, they already have like white, right? So it's already white, but y'all know that this module, this inkjet module does not print white. So all I did was I created an offset, but a 0 offset. So really it just went around the outline of the actual sticker itself.
Okay. Pretty.
That's the glossy. That looks really good.
That does.
And it cut good, and it did a kiss cut with the settings. So with the regular hold on. With the regular white sticker setting, the default sticker setting, it did a kiss cut with this. Now I would say make sure you have this flat. So y'all see how I don't know if you can see. Oh, you can see. I just taped it like very loosely. You don't want to tape it loosely because it's still kind of lifted up. Y'all see how I can push it down? You want it to be flat. You want it to be flat on the bed, because if it's up, then you're gonna get an uneven cut or engraved if it's not flat. Okay, but the color looks really good. And remember, this first one that I printed out, I did not move it at all, and I just went back and redid the print, and it printed per like exactly in the right place. Let me
look. So it printed that one twice.
Yeah, but you look, there's no blurring or anything. Yeah. You see that?
Yeah.
So if you don't move it, you don't want to move it, because if you move it, that's when you lose the placement. But if you don't move it, it just printed right. It printed over it again, but I'm very impressed with the colors.
Yeah, that does look good.
Y'all see right here where it wasn't lifted, it wasn't flat. So that's where it goes, where it doesn't cut when it's not flat.
I guess if you needed to, you could put a couple of double-sided, Scotch tape on the bottom in the middle.
Yeah, I'll see in the back. It did cut. You can see that, but it came out pretty good. I love the glossy paper. Now I feel excited about this.
I know. After using this, I feel bad that I really kind of poo-pooed the M1 Ultra. But I just was over it when I saw people yelling, "Throw away your Cricuts, throw away your printers." And it's like, no. This is a niche thing. It's cool, but but no throwing away other things because, yeah.
You know, that's for sensationalism.
I know. But some people fall for
They
it.
will do it. Yeah, they will do it. Like, oh no, this is the best thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think this is pretty cool. Like, as far as printing on wood, directly onto wood. Oh, have you tried to print on any acrylic?
No, I haven't tried to print on acrylic. I saw somebody tried to, and they were showing that it kind of, acrylic is just, there's no porosity to it. I don't know if that's the right word at all. But there was one lady who used Ink Aid, and it looked good. She printed on clear acrylic with Ink Aid. Now, Ink Aid's like $30 a bottle, so it's kind of pricey. But yeah, it did it. It did do it. But I'm not sure because you can't cut the clear acrylic, so I don't know. And I was unsuccessful at cutting the white acrylic, even at a high power and a very slow speed. Just to kind of show the projects that I showed at the beginning if you weren't here. This is what it looks like printed on basswood. So it's going to go into the grains a little bit. It's not going to be super crystal sharp because it's wood and it settles into the grains, but it did a fine job. Now here's my little rhinestone holes. Did perfectly fine, and it did it quickly. Here I messed up where I cut and I started to engrave. This is what it looks like on matte sticker paper that's on wood. So that could be a good way to make some projects. I would probably use the glossy if I had it. This is where it printed directly on this cardboard. This top one was at 60% concentration. The bottom was 100% concentration. At the beginning of the video, or at the beginning of the live, I engraved on this. And if you see this crazy mark, that's because I didn't tape down my material. And so the air assist just blew it out of the way, or the laser did, something did. But that's an excellent engrave. I like that. That's a nice thing about 10-watt lasers is the lower the wattage, the thinner the beam, the more detailed your engraving can be. So when you get up to a 40-watt, your fine engraving isn't going to be as detailed. I think 20-watt would be okay. You'd get faster. You get more power, so you could do things more quickly, and that is an option. Where's my earrings? I did my black earrings. Let me see what I do with everything else. Here we go. In the video that I did for it, I engraved a small thing on a tumbler. The engrave was beautiful. I was very happy with that. A 10-watt diode laser can engrave powder-coated tumblers. It's going to take a long time, but it's going to do a nice job if you get your settings correct. And this is black matte acrylic. It is very smooth. It's just great. It's also an xTool product, so maybe it's made for that. I don't know. And then I did this layered sign. And because it's a diode laser, it's more slow, but it did an excellent job on these cuts. So anyway, if you guys have questions about it, let us know. I'd be happy to answer any questions. Add your other screen, please. That's hilarious. She knew I'd see the chat before I noticed it.
Hey guys.
Hey.
So did anybody have any questions? Yes, no, maybe.
I don't see any.
Oh, it's fine. No questions? Tonight I felt like we did like a lot of testing of just the different, what is it not? Oh, here it is. Of just like how, what's the device?
Yeah, that's really all I did. I didn't I mean, I guess you could call this a project. I didn't really make projects. I just wanted to test out the leather, the glitter cardstock, the sticker paper, the cardboard, printing on that cardboard, whether it would cut acrylic. And we saw it didn't cut the white acrylic. It did cut the orange acrylic, and I didn't see a lot of melty, but the side of the acrylic is still going to be a little bit rough. And that's just the nature of a diode laser with a lot of colors of acrylic. Yes, Crystal, if you will click on that link and do the shop or something, the prices are there. I was actually surprised that for the 10-watt laser alone, it's $5.99. And for the first week, it's a $50 off thing. Now, of course, when you start adding things, like I would want the rotary, if I didn't have another laser with a rotary attachment, I would want the rotary attachment.
Yeah.
I like that it prints, but I would prioritize the rotary attachment, I think, over the printer myself if I didn't have a laser. But yeah, you can do a 10-watt standalone, 10-watt with the printer function, 10-watt with the printer and the rotary, or you can just do the standalone and then add the rotary. And then there's also a 20-watt instead. And of course, the price goes up because it's going to do things more quickly. You're going to have more power. It's going to go, more quickly. What do you think you would use this for the most? I would use this the most. I would use it for things like this. The black acrylic earrings did great, and tumblers, because I love to do tumblers. That's probably what I would use it the most for. Visionary Creations. Patrice printed on some felt. I saw a video where somebody printed on fabric, but that person did say it probably would wash out. If you're wanting to print on fabric, you're probably going to have much better, I don't know, I think you're going to have better results with sublimation. So,
because if you're going to do like cotton, like this is felt, but I don't, maybe you want to print on some cotton or so, but I mean, I haven't tested it out enough, but it's, it's a little muted. It's not as vibrant as the image should be. So, I'll throw this in the washer or maybe soak it in some water like after a while, but
yeah. So I don't know, the printer function worked, but you can always print on a printer and do stickers, with Cricut. You can cut them with Cricut. So I don't know. To me, the printer function of this is my lowest priority. I thought the cut was good. I think the software's nice, except I need to figure out a few things in it. The engraving on the leather was good. Oh, okay, yeah, Evelyn, $549. So $599 with the $50 off. Deborah, hope you recover well. She says she had foot surgery and no weight bearing.
Oh, definitely hope to recover.
But
I'm anyway, this thing. Hopefully, it comes out good. Let's see, I'll let you know. Okay. But thank you for having me tonight, Mere Beer.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming on. Oh, Nika C says, hello, all. Yeah, Marilyn, I saw people calling it the Cricut Killer. No, it's not. It's not.
I mean, it's a laser. It's a okay, so I gotta be 1,000% honest. I love CO2 lasers. Like, that's my favorite. I do feel like they're a lot more powerful. However, with something like this, we've done several projects with it. You can do a lot of things with this laser, with the laser as a standalone. But you can print from any printer, right? You can print from any printer. So I wouldn't necessarily get rid of all my other stuff.
Yeah. If you see somebody being outrageous like that, don't necessarily trust them. Kim Howard says, wonder what it'd be like if you primed the wood first. I'm going to try that. I wanted to prime it with white. Now I would probably use maybe even Oh, what's the paint called?
What?
Hold on. Chalk paint. I would maybe even do chalk paint. I think if you did a glossy paint, you might have the beating up on it just like you would with acrylic. But I'm going to try some of that. And then I also thought I might use a spray sealer and print on that to see if that helps it enough that it will stay on top a little bit better. I don't want to put so much on it, then it just sits on it and doesn't dry. But those are some things I'm going to try out. Like it, yeah. So, well, Patrice, are you coming on tomorrow night?
So I don't know for certain. I'm going to hopefully come on tomorrow. I'm printing on this Mylar balloon right now. I'm trying to see if it's gonna go.
Oh, cool.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna take a long time.
I'm gonna see.
But yeah, so I'm gonna try. I'm not sure because I have a retirement party to go to right after work. Got a lot of things going on tomorrow, so I'm gonna try my hardest.
Well, we understand if it, if it doesn't happen. Let me see if I see a thumbnail for Dimps. I don't see a thumbnail for her, so I don't know if she's coming on tomorrow morning. Hopefully so, but if not,
I don't think it is.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. But not that she's not, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
Girl, thinking a long time, but this has been fun.
Yeah, it has. It's been fun.
So whenever you get a machine, like this is a part of the process, like figuring out the machines, testing out the different settings. All the machines are not the same. So I have a 10 watt Vista. That doesn't mean that it's going to do everything the same way that this one does it. It gives you kind of a starting point, but you just have to test it out.
Yes. And, you can do it on one piece of cardstock and it might work one way and you might have a thicker or thinner cardstock. There are so many things, there's so many variables that, yes, test. Don't put a great big old piece of wood in there and, go to town with it, although I did and it worked out fine. Their settings that were already in there worked out great for this.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're new to it, test. Use little small areas. And if you guys have any questions, let us know. All right, Patrice, we've been on just right over 2 hours.
Sounds good. It's not too long. Testing takes time and patience. Okay? Like I can't stress that enough. Testing takes time and patience. Okay?
Just like with an embroidery machine. Getting started out with that tried my patience a lot.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you guys for being here tonight. We are so glad that you spent some time with us, and I'll be back on next Thursday. And let's see, Patrice, your school is next Wednesday, isn't it?
Yep. Next Wednesday.
And by school, everyone, that is SKOOL. If you're not aware, Patrice has a school, and it's basically every other week or 2 weeks out of the month, and she does an hour of bling and an hour of embroidery education. So if you're interested, go check it out. Do you have it linked in your like on your YouTube channel, or where would people find that?
I think it's linked under like my last live. It may be. I don't even think I put it on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. I didn't put it anyplace else. You know me, Meryl.
I bet people can go to skool.com and search craftable things and find it.
Yes.
Let's see. For 2 hours, I've been battling with my creator. Oh, Brandy's fighting with
what happened, Brandy? Why are you guys battling? What's going on?
Oh, that's the embroidery machine, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the Racoma 10 needle embroidery machine. What's happening with it? Oh,
Evelyn, no. Evelyn, surging is one time a year. And I just surged within the last 6 weeks. She
no, you
said the
just
thread, I surged. The thread keeps popping out from the needle.
for just one of the needles or for all of the different needles. If it's something may have jumped out of place, like with the thread path, sometimes it starts off, where it's threaded correctly, and then sometimes like once the thread breaks, certain things can happen, and then you don't realize that it actually gets off track, and then it may not be threaded. I would just try to like go back and thread it again, like take it out.
Also,
Go ahead, Mary. I'm sorry.
no, you weren't done talking. I also have that issue on my Smart Stitch when I first started, and they had me adjust something. The tech team had me do something down in the bobbin case area, and that fixed whatever that issue was. But I know there's a bunch of different things that could. Okay, she said all of them. She got the blue one fixed, but am now doing a tension test to check if tightening the tension fixed the problem.
Oh. Did you check the bobbin case, like Marilyn? Just make sure the bobbin case is clean and there's no other like threads in the way. Like if you have a spray can, spray it in there, like just to see if there may be some thread in there. Not a serger free zone. Hey, Miss Merlinda, not a serger. Kristen.
I tried to comment to her, and it said an error occurred on YouTube. This is usually temporarily. Wait a moment, then try again. I said, yes, Kristen, for at least 10 more months.
This is not going good.
So do you have your balloon under your UV printer right now?
Yeah, but it's gonna take a while.
Okay.
It's not a fast yeah, it's not fast there.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, if it turns out, we can look in your Facebook group for it. So, all right, Patrice, thank you so much for coming on tonight. I do appreciate it very, very much. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we leave?
Thanks for hanging out with Marilyn and I. We appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I would say if you are behind on your health screenings, think about getting those caught up. It could save your life.
Yes, absolutely.
All righty. We will see you guys later. We'll see you at least next Thursday. Hopefully we'll see you before then. But if not, we'll see you then. Bye, guys.